Without further ado, I'd like to turn to Kira Stein, who is an assistant clinical professor of psychiatry at UCLA School of Medicine, and who is the founder and head of JFrg, and who can answer how you might establish other future organizations. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you so much. Your presence shows how important this mission is and how urgently we need to act. Given the marginalization and isolation that Jewish faculty and students are experiencing at UCLA, JFrog faculty are deeply grateful to the Simon Wiesenthal Center for their tremendous generosity in hosting this critical event. I want to especially thank Mark Katrick and the entire team of the Museum of Tolerance. I also want to take a moment to share our appreciation for UCLA Chabad and Hillel, the Jewish Federation of Los Angeles, and the Academic Engagement Network, who have co-sponsored this event. And thank you, Peter Savatnik, the Free Press, and my esteemed colleagues on the panel for volunteering your time and expertise to shine a light on this emergency for the Jewish people and the free world. In the wake of the October 7th massacres and the rising tide of anti-Semitism on campus, the Jewish Faculty Resilience Group established itself as a grassroots organization of dedicated faculty determined to fight anti-Semitism. Today, JFrog comprises almost 200 committed Jewish and non-Jewish pro-Israel faculty, postdoctoral researchers, and staff supported by countless community volunteers. The ADL reports that there has been a 2,000% increase in anti-Semitic incidences on UC campuses. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Please take a look at the second and third pages of the program. I gave you all, and you can take more. If we probably have more outside, take more and share them with people. These pages list only a few of the many, many egregious examples of anti-Semitism at UCLA. So take a moment to imagine. How would you feel if you were walking to school or around your apartment or residence halls and overheard people yelling, "Gas the Jews," or "Dirty Jew"? Or if you ran into swastikas on the way to class, or if you have to show a wristband, or a stamp on your arm. Think about that, a stamp on your arm to be allowed free access to public property. How about being shoved or hit to make sure you, as a Jew, stay out of an ever-expanding area on campus? How about being kicked in the head until you are unconscious as you go to pick up your little sister's Israeli flag from the ground? Well, this is the reality we are facing today on the UCLA campus and beyond. UCLA students, faculty, and staff have been threatened, harassed, segregated, and physically assaulted. Lectures are infused with anti-Semitism and anti-Israel indoctrination. Faculty have been retaliated against because of their identification as Jews, their association with Israel, or their attempt to just simply shed light on anti-Semitism. Please take the pamphlet home. Take extra. Read it. Share it. So, how did this happen? How did this happen? Well, for the past 20 years, the Jewish community has been complacent. While our adversaries have been meticulously planning and organizing, all this time we've been complacent. On campuses across the country, we're facing well-coordinated, well-funded groups that are pro-Hamas, neo-Marxist, and anarchistic. These well-funded groups operate with precision and agility. It is imperative that we catch up. The time is now. Did you know that terrorist organizations prepared the campus protest groups for October 7th? On October 7th, UC Berkeley Bears for Palestine issued a statement that supported repeated violence against Jews. The statement was signed by 25 organizations, including National Students for Justice in Palestine, National Students for Justice in Palestine, SJP, and SJP's chapters on 7 other UC campuses, including UCLA. This was not an accident. They were prepared. Meanwhile, the Jewish community is moving too slowly. We need to wake up and mobilize. We need a grassroots rapid response team and command center on every single campus. So here's the plan. And preparedness is key. To effectively combat anti-Semitism, we urgently need a rapid response team of dedicated experts, legal advisors, PR specialists, and crisis managers ready to act 24/7. We must establish a crisis communication protocol to swiftly report incidents, assess situations, and engage university officials, media, and law enforcement. Our Jewish Faculty Resilience Group, JFrg, is already on this path. Our Air on Campus program meticulously gathers and catalogs detailed reports of anti-Semitism, indoctrination, and civil rights violations. We've delivered hundreds of these reports to the UC Congressional Committee, the U.S. Congressional Committee on Education in Washington, D.C. Congressional investigators have described our efforts as invaluable. We have partnered with David Levy. David Levy, can you stand up, please? Of Malibu Studios, who's given up most of his commercial work to volunteer nonstop to video student and faculty interviews for Congress. Thank you, David. We also focus on building alliances with Jewish students, UC leaders, Hillel, Chabad, ADL, Stand With Us, Academic Engagement Network, Project Shema, and other organizations. We've developed the UCLA Jewish Faculty Student Alliance to provide critical, emotional, and psychological support to students, faculty, and staff, fostering a resilient and united Jewish community on campus. Now, we need your support. We need your support to sustain and extend our reach. We need, get this, we need to raise $1 million. $1 million immediately. I know that sounds like a lot, but believe me, the terrorist organizations and foreign governments behind their efforts are sinking in much, much more than that. Like David Levy, I have made significant personal sacrifices, including curtailing my practice for months and dedicating every free moment to this cause. My JFrg faculty colleagues, please stand up, all of you. Please, it's important. People need to see us. And there's more. Don't be shy. Please, all JFrg. They're all making sacrifices, staying up late and working tirelessly to address one incident after another, every day at UCLA, sacrificing time with our families. You can ask my children. Thank you for putting up with that. We cannot sustain our efforts anymore without funding. We can't. We need your support. Your support will allow us to start building the professional team we need over the summer to be ready for our adversaries, such as the Qatari-funded Students and Faculty for Justice in Palestine, who are already planning for the fall. UCLA is a microcosm of the broader challenges we face. Campus Jews are the canaries in the coal mine for off-campus Jews. I ask that you give generously. Please scan this QR code with your phone's camera, please. Complete your donation and be sure to mention JFrg faculty, JFrg faculty, so that your support is properly allocated. The UCLA we know and love has been deeply damaged. The campus community is fractured, and indoctrination has replaced education. We must not be passive in the face of this anti-Semitism. We must be dignified, but vocal, organized, and prepared to combat this heinous activity. Thank you all for your support, and please give generously to help us continue and expand our fight against Jew hatred on campus. We've been feeling very alone, faculty, the students too. Imagine being a student at UCLA, leaving your family behind. We have to stick together, and it means the world that all of you are here. We hope to develop this rapid response team and command center at UCLA and eventually expand it to other campuses. And just to answer the question, already we have a WhatsApp chat, and we've already had our first meeting of a coalition of different leaders from different campuses So if you are a member of a different campus, another campus from UCLA, you can join that coalition. And we're already, trying to coordinate our activities with other California campuses. So you're not alone, and we'll help you. We'll help you start your chapter. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Am Yisrael Chai.